I need y'all to put respect on my quarterback. I need you to put respect on my quarterback. Anybody said Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball? There's a lot of haters I see on IG that want to discredit him. They talk about, oh, this man has a... We got to stop saying that Jalen Hurts is elite offense. Jalen Hurts is playing with a below-average offensive line that's really banged up. Kevin Patullo once again showed he's incompetent. Should not be an offensive coordinator. If I'm Howard Roseman, I'm firing him. Did you see the smirk that he had on his face? The Philadelphia Eagles won despite the coaching staff again. The offensive side of the ball was not the reason why we won, was because of Kevin Patullo. Kevin Patullo was the opposite of the reason why we won. And Jalen Hurts showed once again that when you got to put it on his shoulders again, he can do it. He can do it. I don't know where the whole notion he can't throw the ball. I don't know where the whole notion he can't throw the ball. I'd fire Kevin Patullo today. I think he's absolutely horrible. The man is out here smirking after going into the tunnel. Why everybody, in my opinion, on the offensive side of the ball was really angry at him. He can't read the room. He can't call plays. His receivers are the ones drawing up plays for him. I mean, what does he do? What does Kevin Patullo do? Kevin Patullo should not be smiling at all. Matter of fact, he should be fired if you ask me. The Philadelphia Eagles won because Jalen Hurts is elite. Jalen Hurts can't throw. Okay. 3 touchdowns. What was his quarterback rating today? What was his quarterback rating today for all you naysayers that say he can't throw? Jalen Hurts was 19 for 23 completions percentage, 326 passing yards, 14.2 yards slash attempt, 3 touchdowns, perfect passer rating. When you needed an elite quarterback play, he did his job. When we needed an elite offensive coordinator today, nowhere to be found. It seems to me that Kevin Patullo is like that child that you just gotta... You know the guy is an adult, but he acts like a man-child. Both him and the head coach. I don't want to hear Nick Sirianni's speech today because, to be honest, it shouldn't take you this long to figure out an offense. They're showing it right now, 183 reception yards, 121. Both receivers were eating today because of Jalen. I don't want to hear any compliments to Patullo. He was horrible. If you thought Patullo had a good game plan, you weren't watching the game. We won because Jalen Hurts bailed us out again. And eventually, it's not going to continue to happen. What will it take to fire Kevin Patullo? How many more games are we going to do it where this offensive coordinator continues to have his head up his ass? You know, the guy is out here smirking after the post game. Buddy, you didn't win because you're a good offensive coordinator. You won because your talent is bailing your sorry ass out. You're winning because your quarterback is saying, fuck it, I'm done losing. I'm done being a loser. As he walked back and said, we're done. We're not losers anymore. When your quarterback is saying that, that's an issue. Because Jalen rarely says that. Jalen wanted to slap Kevin Patullo today. When you saw him in the post game, he was like this guy don't get it. The Philadelphia Eagles won because Jalen Hurts was elite. Jalen Hurts had to be Superman. Jalen Hurts had to put his team on his back, put his offense on the back, and ride the Kevin Patullo shitty play call to a W. The offense won because Jalen Hurts was elite. Despite the offensive line that was horrible. This offensive line ain't the same. What excuse going to be? Now everybody's making shit up to why A.J. Brown was calling out his quarterback after the game. No, he wasn't. He was calling out Kevin Patullo. I've been telling y'all, Kevin Patullo don't know how to run an offense. And A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, if you listen to the press conference, you listen to Saquon Barkley's press conference today, the post-game interview, they all said one thing, that our quarterback put us on our back. Now, A.J. Brown ain't come out and say nothing yet, but everybody knows Jalen Hurts is carrying that offense. And when you got dumbasses who say shit like Jalen Hurts needs to be benched for Tanner McKee, you think Tanner McKee is doing what Jalen Hurts did today? Do you really think Tanner McKee is putting up 3 touchdowns with an offense line that's horrendous? Escaping out the pocket, making things happen with his legs. Tanner McKee's a sitting duck. We would have lost that game today if he's in the game. We don't win the game without Jalen. So why are you naysayers, you Hurts haters out here that are / Eagle fans or bandwagon Eagle fans screaming for Tanner McKee to come in? Like Howard Eskins, the dope. Oh, Tanner McKee's better. Really? What give you that right to say that? What evidence do you have that says that? Because Jalen looked elite to me again. I mean, imagine you had a Mike McDaniels running an offense. Imagine that. Imagine an offense coordinator who know how to call up a game plan. How much our offense would be a lot better? Maybe Jalen Hurts wouldn't have to hold on the ball 24/7 if the offense coordinator knew how to run an offense. Oh, that's right, he can't. He can't read the room when players are pissed at him. This guy out smirking with Howard Roseman's fist pumping every play. You notice Howard Roseman is looking at him weird. I would not be surprised tomorrow if Kevin Patullo gets fired. Would not be shocked. Because if I'm Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Roseman, and I'm Nick, did that guy really do his job? Are you sitting there saying that you did your best as an offense coordinator? That guy needs to be fired, man. This offense don't need Kevin Patullo. Hell, today, let's read Devontae Smith's quote today, which I thought was interesting. It just shows the lack of creativity by Kevin Patullo. But remember, he's here technically, just for the ride. Let's read Devontae Smith's quote, okay? Because I thought it was interesting that he said this. Jalen Hurts said Devontae Smith was in everyone's ear on the sideline to call the play action shot that he scored a 79-yard TD on. He was chirping about it, and it ended up getting called. It took you for Devontae Smith to chirp in your offense coordinator's ear to finally call the right call. If you're an offense coordinator, isn't your job supposed to be helping the players out, not the players helping you out? So Devontae Smith had to get Kevin Patullo, hey, throw it up to me. You know, the guy that plays receiver. It took your offense coordinator to hear from a receiver for him to decide to call a game plan. Why is this guy here again? What does he do? He can't read the room. He can't call plays. He smiles when there's nothing funny. The guy is smiling after the postgame. Did you see the way he was smiling? Did you see the way he acts like a goofball after the game? Ain't no funny. You fucking suck. Again, Kevin. Your quarterback bailed you out, not because you're good. You're sorry. You make Matt Canada look like a genius offense coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He might be better than you are. There's nothing funny, nothing hilarious that your receivers look like they want to strangle you out. A.J. Brown looks like he wants to sock Kevin Patullo in the shit. But they over there smiling like everything is sunshine and rainbows and dandelions. And his offensive coordinating ability of calling plays is horrendous and absolute atrocious. But you out here smiling after the game. Kevin Patullo shouldn't be smiling. And then what makes it worse is you smile to Howard Roseman. Like he won't go to you and fire you. If I Howard Roseman, you smiled at me like that. Hey, Kevin, come here. You're fired. Get out. Oh, you think it was funny? Ha ha ha. You're fired. Bye. You're unemployed. Now go to the employment line and get another job. You're fired. You're gone. I would have been pissed if I was Howard Roseman. I gave you a elite receiving core, and it took your receiver to finally get you going. Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts had to get in Kevin Patullo's ear. Why? Your job as an offensive coordinator is to make the players better. At least I thought that was the offensive coordinator's job. Let me know. I guess the offensive coordinator's job is to do nothing, and the players have to make him better. What are we paying Kevin Patullo again? Well, why is he here? Kevin Patullo should lose his job despite we win. Because we didn't win because of him. We won despite of him. We won because the quarterback had enough of losing. And he said, fuck it. I'm going to be Superman again. I'm going to put my team on my back because you can't do your job. The players don't like Kevin. Their body language said it after the game. Okay? Hunt was great at the pick six. Hunt needs to be better, man. He missed a sack. He was okay. He wasn't fantastic. I need Howard Roseman to go get Chubb. I need Howard Roseman to go get a Phillips. It's not enough, man. Your defense can't get home. Hell, I would love another cornerback DB. Ringo needs to go. I'm tired of him. Him and Dory Jackson. Absolute trash. How many more games are we going to do with our quarterback too? Can we finally go and get a corner? Just imagine to get a guy like a Denzel Ward. But probably not now. But if I'm the Eagles, I'm calling the Jets and say, hey, what would it take to get Sauce Gardner in Philadelphia? A first-round pick? I do it. We're trying to win a Super Bowl, man. Everybody talk about, well, we got to save the draft kit. For what? For what? For what? You could get an offensive lineman in the second round. You don't need a number. What offensive lineman is going to be in the first round that we need to go high for? Go get me a DB. Go get me to help Quinyon Mitchell out. Because when Adoree Jackson and Keelan Ringo are on the opposite side of Quinyon Mitchell, I start wondering who's going to get burnt first. Thing one or thing two. Go get me a pass rusher. Do whatever you can to get an elite pass rusher in the building, man. I want to get C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. It's not happening. You got to get over it, bro. The Eagles are not bringing C.J. back. They would have done it before. Hell, they could have brought him back on the practice squad. They wanted to. They're not bringing him back. We need to stop trying to live in the past. We got to understand how Roseman is not bringing C.J. back. There was something that was probably said that rubbed the Eagles front office the wrong way. It's not happening. CJ is not coming back. Would I want CJ back? Yes. Do I think they'll do it? No. We got to understand Makuba and Reed Blankenship are our guys. We got to hope for the best for them. Makuba got to work on his tackling. CJ don't miss that tackle, that's for sure. But the Eagles are not bringing CJ back. We got to get over it. Okay? They're not bringing him back. Okay? So because of the Cowboys playing terribly in 2024, you think Tanner is better than Hurts? He struggled against. Who said Tanner McKee is better than Hurts? I didn't say that. I said Jalen Hurts is elite. I've been saying Jalen Hurts is elite. Speedy Eagle, who are you talking about? Is someone saying that? If anybody says that, they're idiots. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in this division right now. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in this division. Dak will probably be second. You name me another quarterback that's putting this team on his back the way Jalen just did. Who's doing that? Joe Burrow would get smothered. Someone mentioned Joe Burrow's elite. Joe Burrow can't even stay healthy. This client would talk about, Jalen Hurts ain't elite. Jalen Hurts got to be better because that's not elite. What do you mean that's not elite? The man almost had 300 yard passing yard today in the air. How the fuck is that an elite? 0 interceptions, a perfect rating, and had a high school offense coordinator that was calling plays for him. Or, I'm sorry, just standing there and doing nothing. Should be working at McDonald's as a fry cook. Do people not watch the games before they go on Twitter and yap a bunch of crap? Do they not watch the games? Do they not sit down and shut up and watch football? Or do they just say dumb shit just to hear themselves talking? Or they type dumb shit just to hear themselves babble? Or to see themselves babble on Twitter? Jalen Hurts was elite. He wasn't the issue. And just imagine if you had an offense corner who knew how to call plays. Lo and behold, our offense wouldn't be struggling the way it is. Oh, okay. Sorry, Speed Eagle. My fault, bro. I'm like, what? Okay. My fault, dude. It was a good game. It was a close game, though. Yeah, no, I didn't like the fact that we didn't want to run it up, boy. That's the problem with Nick that I don't like, is the fact that he plays so cautious. He plays so conservative. I get you want to win. But when you're calling timeouts in the last, why, bro? Go ahead. I wanted to see if we could get Jahan Dotson going. I wanted a touchdown to Jahan Dotson. I wanted to blow this team out, man. You got to put your foot on their necks. You got to make a statement. And when you look at it, the haters are going to say, well, they didn't put enough points on the board. But when you look at Jalen Hurts' stats, he was elite. They told me Jalen Hurts couldn't throw the ball. What did you see today? I saw a guy who could throw the ball. It's not the quarterback or receivers. I keep telling y'all that. This offense coordinator is horrendous. Between the offense line not being healthy, it's not going to be healthy every time. But your job as an offense coordinator is to make things happen with the limited resources you have. And you got 2 elite receivers, an all-pro running back, a star Hall of Fame quarterback that's making throws out. I mean, beautiful dimes. Beautiful dimes. A top 5 quarterback who had a perfect passer rating despite a shitty offense coordinator. Imagine what Mike McDaniels could do with this offense as an offense coordinator. Or Frank Wright. Someone with brains. Someone that understands the game. Because this clown don't know how to run an offense, man. Kevin Patullo's holding Eagles back. He is. He is. I'd fire him tomorrow. I'm sorry. I don't think Kevin Patullo did enough to earn his job back today. Do y'all? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Do y'all think Kevin Patullo deserves his job back after what he did today? Because I don't think so. We won because of the spite of him, not because of him. And the real reason why we should win is because of him. Instead, we're winning despite of him. The talent is out coaching, is outperforming the lackluster coaching that we see every week. It's the basic bullshit you see. And it's our quarterback and receiver said, we're not fucking losing this game. Despite the shitty, we know Kevin Patullo sucks, but we're going to win despite of him. I'm sorry, but Kevin Patullo don't deserve a job tomorrow. I'd fire him. And if Mike McDaniels becomes available, I'm bringing him in. Because I keep saying to man, you don't need a new offensive coordinator. You don't need a new play. But these receivers just need an offensive coordinator that knows how to run a play. We're not asking to bring a new offense. I mean, if you bring Mike McDaniels, and this is what I don't understand, what people don't understand is the fact that Kevin Patullo brings nothing. Nothing. I don't think the players buy into him. They're winning despite of him. They're winning despite of him. They're not winning because Kevin Patullo's doing a great job or he's doing a good job. They're winning because he sucks and they know if they don't win, they're going to be the ones blamed. It's a joke, man. It's a joke that you got an incompetent offense coordinator running an offense. Give me an offense coordinator like Mike McDaniels. I don't care if it's almost a bye week. What has Kevin done? I don't care about a new offense coordinator. Bring him in. We got plenty of football left. And by then, the team will be ready to go by the playoffs, man. But you're not winning no Super Bowl with Kevin Petullo. I'm going to be real with you. Because your offensive coordinator has to be able to do his job. And he can't. He can't. He shows you two half of good football of okay offense coordinating ability to make plays. And the rest is trash and ass. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. Some of the play calls don't make no sense. But let's get to the trade deadline, man. I still think you need a pass rusher. The guys are not getting home, man. I mean, how many sacks did we get on Carson Wentz? What, 2? We should have smothered him to death. You understand this should have never been a close game? Like, we really should have blew that team out, man. It should have been a 40-point burger. It shouldn't have been close. But it makes the Vikings look like they're in the game when they shouldn't have been in the game. Carson Wentz showed his true colors again. Carson revenge game. That's what everybody was saying. I sat back and I watched all these analysts like Ian Rappaport, Mike Garafolo, all these clowns about Carson revenge. What revenge game? He's the same Carson Wentz ass. Can't read a defense. Overthrows guys. Plays hero ball. Don't know how to read a blitz. Don't know how to not hold on the ball. He's the same Carson Wentz that we got rid of 4 to 5 years ago. Nothing changed with him. He's a backup. He's not a starter. I know the haters were waiting for Jalen Hurts to lose so they could say we should have kept Carson Wentz. Man, fuck dude, man. Dude's a bum. First of all, we didn't get rid of Carson Wentz. We wanted to keep Carson Wentz. Guess who got rid of Carson Wentz? Himself. He didn't want to compete. He wanted to be a loser. And you got these gullible, idiotic Eagle fans / Hurts haters about, we should have kept Carson. For what? Did you see how bad he played today? Even with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, he was ass. Horrendous. Shut the fuck up with Carson. It's over with. He showed his true colors. He's the one who wanted to leave. He's the one who wanted to cry. And what we do to him, we beat him down like the bad, disobedient kid again. Sit down, Carson. We need a DB too. I don't know why Keely Ringo's in the game. Even with his shaved head, he was ass. Ass. Adoree Jackson, ass. Trash. Get him up out of here. Go get me a guy like Denzel Ward. Go get me a Sauce Gardner. Go get me and give up some picks. You willing to give up picks for Micah Parsons, right? Howie, I need you to go get a DB, bruh. Hell, go get a DB and a pass rusher, man. Get 2. I'm calling up the Dolphins. I'm asking what it take to get Chubb and Phillips in Philadelphia, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then I might make a call to the Jets. Why the Dolphins are on the phone? And I'm asking for a DB. Or I'm going up to the Bengals and I'm asking what it would take to get Brett here. Because you need someone. Adoree Jackson should be cut tomorrow. He's a liability. All he does gets hurt. Can't tackle. Can't wrap up. How many yards did we give up to Carson Wentz today? Our defense can't get pressure. We won because the offensive player Jalen Hurts won us this game. Offensive coordinator can't call plays. Like a high school football coach running in. It's like a high school football offensive coordinator. I swear to God he is. Knows nothing about being an NFL offensive coordinator to save his life. Absolute horrible. He shouldn't keep his job tomorrow. I'd fire him. I really would. I didn't like the fact that he smirked. Hold on, let me show you that video real quick. Let me show you the video of him smirking after the game. Like, are you serious right now? Because at what point do we gotta hold Kevin Patullo accountable when he does stupid shit like this? This guy always smirks, never holds himself accountable. Why is he in the building again, man? What does he do? He doesn't win. He doesn't win. He can't run an offense, but he's out here smirking. You think everything's funny? You were ass. Again. The offense is eventually not going to bail out Kevin Patullo eventually. You're not going to win games like this against the Lions. You're not going to win games like this against the Bills, which they're looking bad too. They lost again. You're not going to win games like this against the Packers. You're going to have to win with great offensive coordinator, and this guy can't do it, man. He's horrendous. Hold on, let me see where this fucking video is at, man. I'm about to just download it. What the fuck is going on? Give me a second. All right, so let me upload this. My fault, guys. I had figured out how to do this. Kevin Petula has to go. I agree, because after this, I'm about to rave after showing you this. Because I don't like when guys smile after they fucking stink at their job. You know, he looks like a clown when he does this shit. Like, look how goofy this dude looks, man. It's just, there's certain things you don't do. And that's just one of them. You know, saying you out here smiling. And there's nothing to smile about. This guy should be fired after the performance that he had. Kevin Petula was horrible. You're not going to get me to say he had a good game. Fuck out of here, man. The guy is absolute ass. I could call a better game plan than what he did today. And I guarantee I put more than just 29 points on the board. Like, we won because Jalen Hurts is elite. It's not because Kevin Petula is a great offensive coordinator. It's not because he did his job today. He had a good offensive gameplay. No. None of it he's done has worked because he's a good offensive coordinator. Everything has worked despite of him. Here's the first one. I'm going to show you two. And it's just the lack of.
Flying again, baby.
All right. Feel like I missed out. Throw one more time. Let me do it one more time. Do it one more time.
Flying again, baby.
All right. Feel like I'm missing a couple of my guys. Yeah, we don't want the media. Hold up. There we go. There we go. All right. Should be good now. Let's see. Video, audio. Y'all can hear that? Look at Jalen Hurts' face, man. This guy out here smiling. Look at him. Look at the clown. At what point is you smiling for, bro? They need to get this dude up out of here, man. He takes nothing serious. Why is you smiling? You the last one to smile. But you, like, bro, like, if I was Howie Roseman, I'd fire you. Absolutely just get you up out of here, man. You do nothing. You are nothing. What do you do? What do you do? You think you deserve to smile? Kevin Petula should not be smiling. He should be pissed at himself. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the offense won despite of him. Look at Jalen Hurts' face. Look at his face. What do you do? What do you do? At what point do we hold Kevin Petula accountable for this lackluster offense? This is a guy who thinks, look at him smiling. Look at Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman's not laughing. You're fucking up his clientele. You're fucking up his offense. He spent hard-earned money. Look at the quarterback's reaction. That's a guy that knows his offense coordinator can't do his job properly. So when people tell me Kevin Petula, look at his quarterback. His quarterback don't fuck with him. Jalen Hurts knows he's a man-child. Jalen Hurts knows he has to carry pretty much an immature idiot as an offense coordinator, or immature child, a immature clown that's supposed to be an offense coordinator. Look at this guy. Look at him smiling. A guy's a joke, bro. Get this clown up out. Leave him in Minnesota, please. Absolute horrible. What are you smiling for? You didn't do shit. We won despite of you, Kevin. You didn't win the game. You shouldn't be smiling, clown. This guy pisses me off every time. Every time he's in a press conference, he's smiling. Every time he's in the post game, he's smiling. Every time he's on the field, he's smiling. Bro, you shouldn't be smiling. Look at your quarterback's reaction. That is a quarterback that's just getting tired of his shit. I have to carry this offense coordinator because he can't do his job properly. Everybody's winning despite Kevin Patullo. Look at Jalen Hurts' face. He's irritated with him, man. Let me show you another one, okay? Let me show you another one. Not just one. I want you to look at A.J. Brown's face. I want you to look at A.J. Brown's face. I want you to look at A.J. Brown's face. Because I'm going to show you another one. This is what Kevin Patullo has done to these guys, man. Does nothing, but you out here smiling. What the fuck is you smiling for, clown? What is you smiling for? Did you think you had a good game plan? Like, this guy should be fired, bro. Absolute fired. They won't fire him, though. But they should.
Change the dirt. Change the dirt. Change the dirt.
Again. Go. All right. Yeah. Look at this. Look at A.J. Brown's face, man. Everybody talk about he's the problem. Look at this offense coordinator. Look what he's done to these guys, man. That is a guy that just has enough of this offense coordinator, bro. Look at A.J. Brown's face. He's telling Howard Roseman, get him up out of here, man. He's killing me. Look at A.J. Brown's face. Do you see his face? I mean, what point does Kevin Patullo get the boot? At what point can Kevin Patullo not get fired, man? Because he should be fired. He didn't win. He didn't do nothing today. Everything is won in spite of him. Like, Jalen Hurts won in spite of him. And this guy out here smiling. This guy out here smiling like a goddamn idiot. And they think, oh, we're supposed to just look under it. Nah, man. This is what he's done to our players. This guy has just absolutely 100% frustrate our receivers and a quarterback to the point where they know he's a horrible offensive coordinator at this point. They don't believe in him. They're going to play despite of him. They're going to win despite of him. They're not winning because Kevin Patullo is a great offensive coordinator. They're winning because they don't want to lose. They're competitors. They're competitors. Jalen Hurts does not want to be the reason why we lose. So, yeah, that offensive coordinator is going to get the job. It's going to get the W, not because of him, because the players are getting sick and tired of being the reason why they lose is because of him as the offensive coordinator. I'm sorry. The reason why they're losing is the reason why they win is because they're tired of losing to despite the offensive coordinator inefficiencies as a play caller. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, this is a joke, bro. But, you know, Kevin Patullo going to smile tomorrow. And we're going to be like, oh, why don't we fire him? We should fire him today. I would fire Kevin Patullo. Like, if I'm Howard Roseman, I'm reading the room like, bro, are these guys not, these guys don't look happy with Kevin Patullo. And the way he smirked at me, oh, I'm firing you. Hey, come here, Kevin. You're fired. Exactly what I said to him. You're fired. Oh, you think it's funny? I'd pull Kevin Patullo by his ears and say, you're fired, bro. Take your working papers and go home. I don't care about this W, man. We should have cooked these dudes, bro. We should have absolutely cooked these dudes. And the only reason why we didn't score more points is because this offense coordinator blows at his job, man. We should be kicking the dog shit out that Vikings team today. That team was not on the level. That team did not win because they were a good offense. They were a good team. They were a good They had a good offense coordinator. They know how to run it off. They didn't win because of that. They won because their offense coordinator, despite his offense coordinator, MVP. Because this is what this guy does. He wins. He finds ways to win. I just want to show you the reaction. Just look at the faces, man. Is this like a team that believes in Kevin Patullo? I got receipts on Kevin Patullo like it's no other day tomorrow. Like it's no other day. Like it's no tomorrow. My back is killing me. I just drove a little bit. Trying to get my license because I might drive Kevin Patullo out the building. I might be the one.
Flying again, baby.
All right. I feel like I'm missing a couple of my guys.
Flying again, baby.
All right. I feel like I'm missing a couple of my guys. Firing off his corner. And anybody who thinks that, well, if you fired off his corner, your season's off. Not necessarily. Because Kevin Patullo does nothing. What does he do? People have failed to ask me or tell me what he's done. What does he deserve to keep his job for? He brings nothing to the table. He's horrendous. He's out here smiling. Look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. He's out here smiling. At what point does this guy not get fired? Look at the reaction from these players, man. Look at this. They don't believe in this clown, man. They don't believe in this knucklehead. I don't care what the report says. You won because despite the offense corner again. You're winning because Kevin Patullo sucks. You're winning because the offensive coordinator is getting bailed out. Not because you're elite. Offensive coordinator can call plays. Look at this. Look at the reaction from these players, man. But people want to ignore it. They're going to say, oh, we won. It's all right. We're 5-2. Okay, cool. But the players don't believe in the offensive coordinator is what I'm trying to make. What my point I'm trying to make. They don't believe in him. You can talk all you want. They don't believe in this guy. And they're winning despite of him. And that's not a good thing. When you're winning despite of the offensive coordinator, it's refreshing to win, but it's not going to sustain for long term. It's not going to sustain for a while. I mean, not while, a long term. It's not a long term solution is what I'm trying to say. What the hell am I saying? Can't talk right today. Ringo Jackson sucks. They need to go. I've been asking him. Listen, Ringo and Jackson needs to get off my team immediately. They should be cut tomorrow. They're absolutely horrible. I need Howie Roseman trade for DB. Go get me Denzel Ward. Go get me a Sauce Gardner. Go get me a DB that can cover. Like these guys can't be our answer, man. It's horrendous, bro. We won because Jalen Hurts is elite. Absolutely. Never want Cam Newton. He's gonna talk. I'm not worried about what. I'm not worried about Cat Hat has to say. I don't give a shit what Cat Hat has to say. He's a clown. I don't care what the Mad Hatter has to say, bro. Let the Mad Hatter talk with his fake expert knowledge, like he knows what he's talking about. Who cares what he has to say? He doesn't. He doesn't. I don't care what he has to say, bro. He's a dope. He's a dope. All I know is my quarterback almost threw for 300 yards today, despite his offense coordinator. And the player's reaction says all I have to say. Is what I've been saying. The guy is not a good offense coordinator. It's time to get this guy up out here. And we're not winning because of him. We're winning despite of him. My quarterback was 19 for 23, 326 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, had 158.3 passing rating. That's incredible. Okay? Jalen Hurts was 19 for 23, 82.6%, 326 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 0 interception, 158.3 quarterback rating, and a W. They talk about this guy can't throw. This offense coordinator pisses me off because he's holding them back for what they can be and what they could be. And that is a absolute force to be reckoned with. I mean, you got one of the best offenses that you're possibly can coach. And it took you to the second quarter to figure out how to get them the ball. Or, I'm sorry, they scored in the first half, and then they go back to the same thing. I mean, his play call makes no sense sometimes. It makes me wonder, does he know how to run an offense? He can't run an offense. They need to take away Kevin Petullo's play calling, bro. I don't care if you have to sit him down. I mean, he does nothing anyway. I mean, we know he's not calling the plays. But look at your quarterback's reaction. Look at your receiver's reaction. They don't like this clown, bro. They don't like Kevin Petullo. I don't care what the media has to say. I look at the body language. They don't like him. And they're winning despite of him. They know they have a job to do. And they got an incompetent nincompoop running an offense that he is no busy running an offense to begin with. They know they have an incompetent nincompoop running an offense that he has no busy running an offense in the first place because he didn't deserve the job. Jalen Hurts is like, this guy can't be serious. He's out here smiling, dabbing Howie. Look at Howie's reaction. I would not be shocked tomorrow they fire him. Look at Howie Roseman's reaction. Howie's like, man, bye. Look at Howie Roseman's reaction. Howie's hugging A.J. Brown so much for a guy that wants to trade him, right? Come on, man. He ain't trading A.J. Brown anytime soon. That is the guy that loves A.J. Brown here. And he knows his offense coordinator sucks. Look at Kevin Petullo. Why is you smiling, bro? You were the reason why we almost lost this game. You and that trash-ass defense with 2 DBs who can't cover. Like, Howie has a lot of work to do, bro. I think you need a DB. I think you need a pass rusher. But most importantly, I think you need to get someone who can help Kevin Petullo out. He doesn't know what he's doing. This offense should score more than just 20. I mean, how many points did we score? We scored over 29 points, really? We should have overscored almost. We should be what the Cowboys are as an offense. 50. We should be scoring at least 40. 40. Our offense should be able to score 40 fucking points every game. And this offense coordinator can't score more than 29 points. That Cowboys offense that you saw versus the Commanders, that should be what our offense should be equivalent to what it should look like. We should score more than their offense. And we could only muster 28 points? We can't score more than 32. How is it that I'm watching an offense, like, look at the Falcons, man. No, we're 0-0 right now. But, like, I'm watching offensive coordinators do more with less. And you got this buffoon running a shit show, and he's out here smiling after the game, after he knows he's not the real reason why they won. Look at AJ. Look at Jalen Hurts' face, man. They know this offense coordinator blows, man. They know this guy's an incompetent nincompoop. They know this guy can't run an offense. They know this. And they're winning in spite of him. They're like, we're going to be the reason why we win. Not because of him. Because we're going to win. We want to win. We want to continue to be great. They don't want to be losers. Jalen said after doing that when he walked back, we're not losers anymore. That was a shot at Kevin. Everybody talk about what A.J. Brown said it when he got that last touchdown. throw me the ball. That was to Kevin. This is what happens when you throw A.J. Brown the ball. This is what happens when you get him open, Kevin. This is what happens when you give your quarterback a legit offense when guys get open. Look at that. Your playmakers making plays. Who would have knew Devontae and A.J. Brown on your offense can make plays? That wasn't a shot at Jalen Hurts. That was a shot at Kevin. Everything is pointing to they don't respect Kevin Patullo. They know he's a casualty that's just here for the ride. They know he's a guy that they had to put on their back despite of, not because of. They know he's an nincompoop. They know this. Look at the reaction. Look at Jalen Hurts' reaction. This is your guy that's a leader. He knows this guy's a fool. Look at his face. The body language. Look at AJ's body language, man. They don't respect this clown. Kevin Patullo's offense is not succeeding because he's a good offense coordinator. It's not taking off because he's a good offense coordinator or he's a legit offense coordinator or he's done a better job after the whole meeting. Matter of fact, it's the opposite. They're winning despite of Kevin. They're so focused as to get him up out the building that we're going to make you look good so hopefully you can get a head coach job so we can get an offense coordinator in the building. I guarantee that meeting with Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patullo, that was Jalen Hurts pretty much telling him, hey, bro, I need you to get your shit together. I want Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie to have a meeting with Kevin tomorrow. They need to be a meeting with Kevin Patullo tomorrow. Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman has to have a meeting with both Nick and Kevin. More so for Kevin. There needs to be consequences. Because when you're winning despite of the offense coordinator and your players saying, fuck it, we're going to put our team on our back despite of you, that's a problem. Look at the body language. This was today. Does it look like they're happy? Does it look like they're celebrating? Do they look like they want to pop champagne bottles? Are they hugging it out? For real? No. A.J. Brown looks like he wants to strangle Kevin Patullo. Jalen Hurts is looking like he wants to slap the shit out of Kevin Patullo, for real. This is the players that are getting tired of Kevin Patullo's shit. And they're winning despite of him. Because they don't want to be losers. They're tired of losing. This is a team that's not backing down despite being held back partially because the offense coordinator can't do his job. They know they got an incompetent offense coordinator, so they're going to do everything they can to win despite of him. Look at Jalen Hurts' face, man. Look at AJ's face. And these are the guys that don't respect Kevin. Look at the players that... Did you see Jalen dab Kevin Patullo? No. What about A.J. Brown? Did he go over to Kevin Patullo and dab him? No. Look at Jalen Hurts. Look at him. Jalen Hurts is shaking his head. Because when he saw him smile, he's like, are you serious right now? Howie Roseman and Jeff Lurie need to sit with Kevin Patullo, man. You gotta get some discipline in here. You either got to bring someone in there, like a consultant, to help him out, or you got to get Kevin. I would get Kevin Patullo out of here, personally. I don't think his job should be safe. That's just my personal opinion. You won despite the offense coordinator. I don't care how many people feel that way. I could care less. Well, we won because the offense coordinator was trash. You're lying if you think the offense coordinator did a great job. You're lying. It's funny because when we lose, it's to blame the quarterback. But you see the problem is not the quarterback. Everybody screamed for Tanner McKee. Like he would have done a better job. Do you think he wins that Minnesota Vikings game? Because I don't. I know he don't. With that horrible offensive line that's blocking, and you got a shitty offense coordinator who can't run a basic offense to save his life. And you got all-pro veteran leaders, captains, Both your receivers are leaders on the team, telling your offensive coordinator and your quarterback telling your offensive coordinator what to call because he can't call an offense. Why is he here? I can hire a homeless guy that can call better plays than Kevin Patullo. Kevin Patullo blows, man. And that's all I got to say, bro. I'm done with this guy. I've been done with him. And yeah, I got nothing else to add, man. You got to get him up out of here. You just got to get him up out of here, man. The players don't respect him. But we're going to move on from Kevin Patullo because I ain't got time to talk about him. There's a lot of things that I liked. I liked how Nakobe Dean was making plays. Nakobe Dean was awesome today. I think people don't give respect to him. Nakobe Dean balled out today. I thought Quinyon Mitchell put Justin Jefferson in jail today. I didn't see Quinyon Mitchell get beat that much. I mean, he's going to get beat once in a while. But I thought Quinyon Mitchell did great. Again, the Eagles' deadline trade needs to be pass rusher. And I think you need to bring another DB in here. I'm serious. I think you need to get a DB in here. You need to bring a pro. And I'm not talking about these practice squad DBs, these practice squad veteran pass rushers that are 31 years old that they got cut off the practice squad or that you traded a. I'm talking about legit pass rusher. Go get me a Bradley Chubb. Go get me a Jalen Phillips from the Miami Dolphins. A Jalen Phillips. Hell, go get me, if you can, a Jeffrey Simmons from the Tennessee Titans. You need someone to take the pressure off Jalen Carter, man. Go get me Max Crosby. Go get me Miles. Get me someone. Someone who can take the pressure. We do not got a edge. We do not got someone who, other than Jalen Carter, that threatens anybody. We need an apex predator. We need a guy like Aiden Hutchinson. We need a guy that can put the fear in quarterbacks. When you're in the backfield and you know this guy is going to be a problem, we need someone who can help the pass rusher. And I don't mean just Brandon Graham. I saw that. I'm not a fan of that. A 36-year-old. What is Brandon Graham going to do, realistically? Let's be real. I think Brandon Graham shouldn't have come back. There's no point of it. You did what you had to do. Retire. Sit in the sunset. Rest in peace, by the way, to Doug Baldwin. I mean, not Doug Baldwin. Doug Williams. Excuse me. Oh, no. Was it Doug Williams? No, I'm sorry. Doug Martin. Excuse me. Doug Martin. 36 years old. Oh, I'm sorry. 31 years old. Tragically passed away today. Not tragically, but passed away. Send my condolences to him. Watched him when I was a kid. Q was mid. Q wasn't mid today. You thinking of Adoree Jackson? I don't think Q was mid, bro. I don't think. How can you say Q was mid? I disagree with that. Q wasn't mid at all. I mean, if you think mid is, I mean, I don't know how you can say he's mid. Why do you think he was mid? I don't think he was mid. I think he was. I mean, how many yards he held Justin Jefferson? Hold on, let's look at Quinyon Mitchell. Give me a second. I mean, dude, Justin Jefferson, while covered by Quinyon Mitchell, 20 pass snaps, 1 catch, 10 yards, 3 targets. I mean, that's mid. I don't know how you can say he's mid, bro. Thought he did a great job today. I mean, when you're holding the best receiver to only 1 catch, and I think that's doing your job, bro. I think that's doing your job, man. I know how you can say he's mid. Hold up. Let me see if it focus. Hold up. I don't know how you can say that's mid. I mean, the dude literally put Justin Jefferson in jail today, man. 20 pass snaps, 1 catch, 10 yards, 3 targets. That's not mid. I don't know how you can say that. Adoree Jackson was mid. Matter of fact, he was below mid. He was ass. He needs to get off my team. I mean, positive. Brown hugged Howie because he told everyone AJ is not for sale. Yeah, well, he also, I mean, yeah, that's true. Howie Roseman knows he's not an issue. All these goofballs, I thought AJ Brown was getting traded. I told y'all Howie Roseman wants to trade. Just like I'm telling you right now, next year Howie ain't trading him. Howie Roseman's not moving AJ Brown. Not unless he gets something that is like, damn. Like, it has to be overblown for Howie Roseman to move him. He's not going to do it. He traded up picks to get him. They won a Super Bowl with AJ Brown. Why would he get rid of him? Like, these dummies are out here like Patriot fans and Steeler fans. You know, Giant fans that want AJ Brown. Bro, he's not giving up AJ Brown, especially the type of receiver he is, and especially the dead cap that he would have to go with that. No, he's not doing it. Why give up a guy that is literally that is the reason why your quarterback, let's be real. But Jalen Hurts and him have a great connection together. The whole notion AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts hate each other is false. It's false. All these people want to make AJ Brown like he's a bad guy. He's not the issue. Kevin Patullo's an issue. Overall Q was mid. I mean, I don't know how you can say that, bro. If that was mid, then I don't know how you can say that. I mean, that's pretty darn good. He locked down Justin Jefferson today. He was not targeted that much. If that's mid, then hey, man. That's your opinion, bro. Because he put dude in jail. That's someone who went to jail. 10 catch for 10 snaps, 1 catch. Only 3, I think only 3 touches today. For just, I mean, that is someone getting locked up. One of the best receivers in the game, too. When have you seen Justin Jefferson have 1 catch for 3 yards? And only had 10 snaps? I mean, it is what it is. Carson Wentz was 26 for 42, 313 yards, 0 TDs, 2 interceptions. Yeah, he was a bum. 64.9. Jalen Hurts had 158.3. 326 yards, 19 for 20. He outplayed Carson Wentz. Carson's a bum. He's an absolute bum. We got to be on the A game next week because we got the angry Giants are angry. They're showing Brian Burns pissed off. They're going to be coming to play. We got to get a shit together. We need it. I don't like the way we went out, man. Scotty Boot had 16 steps, 59 rushing yards. Yeah, he's a beast. Dart had 284 pass yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, we got a tough game next week, man. I'm telling you right now, the Giants, I told him before, I said the Giants are going to be in second place. Now, I didn't think the defense was going to be legit. But I knew the Commanders were going to fall apart. I knew that. They weren't the same team. I told people, if you think Deebo Samuel is going to be that guy, you're wrong. I think the Giants are a sneaky team. And I think they got their future quarterback. I really do.
You had a hell of a game today.
It's Jalen Hurts, by the way. It's how you know he's calling that good.
He's been doing it for a while, too, since college. When the 5 red lights go out,
About Devontae Smith and the talents that he has.
Look at Jalen's face, man. This off scored it, bro. I'm going to get top back afterwards.
probably a career day. Hell of a player. Hell of a player. He's been doing it for a while, too, since college. When the 5 red lights go out, every millisecond
Jalen knows he
counts.
off scored his
IWC.
face. I don't know what the fuck that was, but yeah. Yeah, the Giants are 2-5. The Eagles they're in first place. Cowboys are 3-3. Cowboys beat the piss out of the Commanders, man. I knew that. Everybody knew that. I picked the Commanders to lose. Devontae Smith called his shot, and he was seeing how the Vikings defense was playing the Eagles. He asked the coaches and was telling everybody to call that specific play that resulted in the 79-yard touchdown. That is the longest reception, the longest. So, again, isn't the job as the offensive coordinator to call this? What is Kevin Patullo good at, then? If your receiver... at what point... And I don't want to continue to harp on Kevin Patullo, but the more and more I see this, like my receiver calls out a shot, and we're seeing the Vikings defense. Isn't that the job as the offensive coordinator to see that? Like, as an offensive coordinator, you're supposed to know what to do. Were you not watching film? Why does a receiver have to tell you when your job as an offensive coordinator to figure out a defense? And make the defense pay. Isn't that the offensive coordinator job? It just shows Kevin Patullo's an idiot, man. It shows Kevin Patullo's an idiot. It shows he's an idiot. Your receiver's calling out the play. Calling out, hell, he's reading the defense. Well, why is Kevin Patullo here? It's unbelievable. This is from Devontae Smith. My receiver, Devontae Smith, called his shot, and he was seeing how the Vikings defense was playing the Eagles, and the Vikings defense was playing the Eagles. Sorry, I read it twice. He asked the coaches and was telling everybody to call the specific play that resulted in the 79-yard touchdown. That's the longest reception, longest touchdown of the career. So the fact that my receiver had to go up to the coach and say, hey, bro, can you call this play? I have an issue with that. Because what is the job as the offensive coordinator, ladies and gentlemen? Hell, let's look it up on Google. What is the job as the offensive coordinator? Offense coordinator. Excuse me. Offensive coordinator. A offense coordinator is a football coach responsible for managing an entire offense, which includes developing offensive game, calling plays during games, and overseeing assistant coaches for positions like quarterback, wide receiver, offensive line. They're in charge of creating a system that maximizes the team players' talent to score points and crucial for team success. This is what Kevin Patullo is supposed to be doing. And yet, he can't even do that. Why is he in the game? Why is he here again? Hold up. Focus. Focus. Come on. Focus. Hold up, man. Let me see. What the fuck? Hold up. Give me a second. Let's try it again. Alright, let's try it again. Let's see. Can it focus? Probably not. Let's see. Maybe it's the light. It's not going to focus today, I don't think. I don't think it's going to focus today. Come on. Focus. Focus. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, anyway, that's the definition. Core responsibilities. Crafting. This is according to Google. Crafting weekly game plan to exploit the weakness of opponent's defense. Can't do that. Because we saw it today. Devontae Smith had to do that. Calling specific plays for an offense during a game, although some head coaches may take this duty. created and implemented an overall offensive system and playbook, overseeing an offensive assistant coaches helping develop offensive players, offense strategy to fit the specific players on a roster, run in practice and translate to success on the field. Position with coaching staff. Offense coordinator OC is typically a second in command for the offense behind the head coach. They report to the head coach but have a significant amount of autonomy in their area of responsibility. The OC supervises the other position coaches such as quarterback, wide receiver, offensive line coaches. And so his job is also to get the offensive line going. Wow! Would you look at that? Again, it's not going to focus. I mean, at what point can we get an offense coordinator? Because he can't do none of that. When your receiver is telling the offensive coordinator, I think we should call this play, and you were supposed to be studying the defense that you're supposed to play as the opponent, what does Kevin do? I'm sorry, isn't that the offense coordinator's job? So let me get this straight. My receiver, my quarterback, has called better plays than my offense coordinator. Why is my offense coordinator here then? Why is Kevin Patullo hired? If the receiver is sitting there looking at the defense and telling the head coach what to call, why don't we just make Devontae Smith the offense coordinator? Make Jalen Hurts the offense coordinator. This guy is a buffoon. What point can we just fire the offense coordinator? I mean, we don't have one, excuse me. What point can we fire the pretend offense coordinator that he wants to be for Halloween? Patullo was calling the same dumb play calling that Brian Johnson. Now, Brian Johnson was a lot better. Way better. Brian Johnson made A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith look capable receivers. It's just he couldn't call a good game plan. But they at least were trying to attack the defense. They're not even doing that. They're barely doing that, bro. Brian Johnson was horrible, but Kevin Patullo's worse. Patullo has no feel of the game. He's Matt Canada Jr. He's Matt Canada's son. As the worst offense coordinator that's ever been hired in the NFL team in general. I'd be shocked next year if he gets an offense coordinating job, bro. I'd be shocked. He doesn't do, if you're an NFL team like the Titans, you're not hiring a guy like that. For what? He can't call plays. I hope someone does take him, man. I really do. He's an idiot. I mean, the fact that you're like, what does Kevin do again? So let me get this straight. Devontae Smith called his shot, and he was seeing how the Vikings defense was playing the Eagles. He asked the coaches and was telling everybody to call that specific play. Why didn't the offensive coordinator not see that and not call the play that Devontae was seeing? Why does it take a receiver as Devontae Smith to call out the coaches and say, hey, I think we should call this play? Explain to me that one. Isn't that Kevin Patullo's job? Right? Why does a player need to do that? Isn't that the OC's job? This guy, man. I mean, you can't make this shit up. And this is, by the way, from John Clark, at John Clark NBCS. Devontae Smith called his shot, and he was seeing how the Vikings defense was playing the Eagles. He asked, quote, the coaches was telling everybody, he asked the coaches and was telling everybody to call that. Why is your player, when do we sit there and say, you know what, we made a mistake on this offense coordinator? I mean, he's not even an offense coordinator. I mean, what does he do? What does he do, man? What does he do? This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. Jalen Hurts, you don't have a game like that without the guys around. I give a lot of credit to the collective everyone hanging in there. It's not time to wish or hope for something to happen. It's time to make it happen. Jalen Hurts on thrown for 326 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hurts tied for the most fourth down pass TDs of 35-plus yards, three since 2022. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's an absolute joke. Jalen Hurts are just feeling of losing. That's all I could think about these last 2 weeks. I mean, this is what our quarterback said. This is a shot at Kevin, by the way. Again, just the feeling of losing. That's all I could think about these last 2 weeks. There was some fire there within that fire. You have to be the calm. Jalen said we're not losing anymore. Losing lit a fire in him. How many more games are we going to do this with Kevin Patullo? Your receivers are calling plays out because your offensive corner is incapable of running an offense and can't read a defense and can't disguise coverages. Disguise offensive. Disguise an offense to destroy some of these coverages that we're seeing on the opposite side of the defense, or they're supposed to see on the opposite defense. So that tells me he wasn't game planning that for shit. We don't got an offensive coordinator. We got a little boy that calls himself an offensive coordinator. I call him Boy Wonder. We got Boy Wonder trying to be an offensive coordinator. And he blows. Do we not see a pattern? Why is Devontae Smith again calling an offense when the job as an offense coordinator is supposed to be calling the offense? It took Devontae Smith to yell at you to call a game plan that was a touchdown? And then Jalen Hurts saying after the game, I got tired of losing. I'm telling you, that was a shot at Kevin. How many more games are we going to do this, man? Jalen Hurts, that feeling of losing, that's all I could think about these last 2 weeks. There was some fire there. Within that fire, you have to be the calm. Means, translate, I have to be the offense coordinator / quarterback because my stupid, incompetent, nincompoop, dumbass running an offense who is clearly an offense coordinator or title is an offense coordinator is not an offense coordinator. He's just a guy that smiles and acts like a goddamn idiot on the sidelines doing the bro hand locks like, yeah, why he does nothing. When is Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Roseman going to get involved with Kevin Patullo? Your receivers are the ones calling the plays. That's your job as an offensive coordinator to do that. Your quarterback is pretty much telling you that he has to be the guy to overcome everything because he knows he doesn't have an offensive coordinator for real. When is this guy going to get fired, man? I don't care about the win at that point. That is disgraceful. Why is my receiver making a game plan for my offensive coordinator? That should not be allowed. Why don't we just make Devontae the offensive coordinator? Put a headset on him. Let him go catch a football with a helmet. Your job as a receiver is to catch, not to call plays. That is the offensive coordinator's job. What does he do? What does he do? Ladies and gentlemen, man. When is enough is enough? Why do we continue to have this? Oh, look, it's finally going to work, hopefully. Probably not. When are we going to stop having this shit? Every time this guy gets on podiums and he talks about how he's offensive coordinator, he's done a great job, your players say differently, bro. Sorry, it's not going through. I think it's too much dark in the room. And that's why I like it to be. Because I'm tired of this offensive coordinator. I mean, just give me Mike. Give me an offense corner, and I promise you, Jalen Hurts will be a Super Bowl MVP. Matter of fact, he will be an MVP in this conversation right now. Give me a Frank Wright, and I think he can do a better job than Kevin Patullo. This is atrocious, bro. We're winning despite the offense coordinator, and the players are saying it. I'm saying it. Their body language after the game. Go back and rewind. I show you the video of Jalen walking out. Him smiling with Howard Roseman. Howard Roseman not even smiling at Kevin Patullo. Howie Roseman needs to fire him. Why is my receivers calling out an offensive play and actually telling Kevin Patullo, screaming at the coaches to run this? Because he can read a defense. What's the job? Again, the job as the offense coordinator is to put a game plan together against a defense, right? To design offensive schemes to put your receivers in better positions, right? I thought so, but apparently not. Because my receiver, Devontae Smith, and my quarterback is the offense coordinator because the players are saying, hey, we're winning because we're tired of losing. And my receiver is calling out a game plan that's actually successful. We're winning despite of them. It frustrates me that this guy keeps a job after tomorrow. He better not, man. Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Roseman needs to have a meeting. I'm tired of the meetings with players. Have a meeting with Kevin Patullo. Jeffrey Lurie, Howard Roseman needs to have a meeting with both Nick and Kevin. Mainly Kevin Patullo. Why is my receiver calling a game plan? That is your job. Isn't that why we pay you the big bucks? Is to call an offense? But you're out here smiling. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. And this is what the quotes are saying. This is from John Clark. This ain't me saying it. This is John Clark saying it. Nick Sirianni says Jalen Hurts made some big plays on scramble drills, which they practice all the time. Sure they did. You're full of shit. No, the only thing he practiced was bailing out the offense coordinator. Bro, come on, man. You didn't practice nothing. I don't want to hear from Nick, man. Nick or Kevin, they're dead to me, in my opinion. When your receiver is doing this, that's an issue, bro. That's an issue, man. I really want to show this to you. That's a fucking issue. Hold on, let's see if I can make it. I mean, that's an issue. I mean, this is bad, bro. I mean, look at this. You don't see him credit. Look at this. All right, let me turn off some light. Give me a second. See if that works. Let's see. Can y'all see that better? Is that better? Let's see if y'all can see that. I might just post it on my Twitter and then just paste it. Come on. shit. Give me a second. But anyway, yeah, let me just do this one. Fuck it. We're just gonna go on Twitter. Fuck it. And we're just gonna share it with the rest. I don't know why it does this shit, man. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, let's do this. Right, man. Browse source. Yeah, let's pull it up real quick. Let me see. Because my phone is not. I don't know why it's not doing it. I think it's the glare. It's too dark in my room, so yeah, let's go on there. Come on, don't play with me. Give me a second. Bro, what's it doing? Now it's frozen. God damn it. Oh, give me a second, guys. This thing won't fucking play with me now. Every time. I don't know what these settings are, bro. It's horrendous.